maturity, the love, and compassion as the best candidate to be your representative and your leader for District 5. In fact, we have a team of youth and experience with diverse capabilities and capacities, well-rounded, intelligent, led by a competent leader, the first female premier come 2025 on the 26th February, Mrs. Cora Richardson Hodge. Take it or leave it, Devon has no competition in District number 5. He has no competition. Ladies and gentlemen, you deserve solid leadership in District 5. Leadership that demonstrates accountability and transparency. Leadership that Davon Carty can deliver. And you deserve more than what you now have. I am therefore appealing to you, challenging you, not to be gullible, not to be naive. Every Anguillian, I believe, welcomes and wants to see progress. But to borrow Curtis Love's statement, while it may be yes to progress, we gotta say no to pain. The struggle and the pain at the hands of a non-transparent, vindictive, deceptive, and corrupt APM administration is real, my brothers and sisters. The pain is felt in your pockets. The pain is felt in your depleting bank accounts. It is our money when we are giving back credit on our electricity bills. It is our money. District 5, I want you all to think rationally for yourself. I want you to know that the Senior Shield money is our money. And both AUF, APM, ART, or whoever have supporters 70 years and over. And I am a supporter of the AUF. But if the AUF ever think about taking my Senior Shield, then they've got to take me too. I do not think that any sensible person could reason that if the AUF ever takes their Senior Shield, that they will get supporters. We have to make it make sense. Where is the accountability? Where is the transparency that they were elevated on? Cock-a-doodle-doo, don't let them fool you a second time. District 5, I am so happy to present to you our next representative, Mr. Davon Carty. Vote Davon Carty, number 5. 5 lights. Be guided by that beautiful beacon. And when you vote Davon Carty, make sure you vote all 5. All 5. Joseph Van de Poel, Jason Bryan, Kyle Hodge, and the veteran stalwart who everybody let them afraid of, McNeil Rogers. Hey! Davon Carty, District number 5. I am pleased, I am happy to present to you this evening, people of District 5, our representative, Mr. Davon Carty.
Make your vote count. Anguilla United Front. Yeah, yeah. Moving together, moving united.
Everyone on the mic.
Vote
for Davon Carty.
Just in way to
yo, come to the mic, big boy.
GST relief to the people. Empowering all the young people. Watch me. Diversify the economy. If you're proud to be a beacon, follow it. We gon' tackle the crime and the violence. This is the time then to come out and vote. say, when you see the beacon shining, you don't know the timing. How want you come out and vote? 45 beacons, come out and vote for the AUF, cause we going moving together, moving united, moving together, moving united, moving together, moving united. With your people first, leadership you can trust. Moving together, moving united, moving together, moving united, moving together, moving united. District to district, you know we united.
Yama! Yama! You have to call out the man's name because here what? That's a local artist behind that track. Yama. And I have to call that out because the APM do a whole big old lunch. Here is the Anguillan representation because I'm in the business of cultural industries and arts. And I have been looking out for Anguillan artists forever. I have been looking out for my people forever. Because if you have a government that is not for the people, you have to get rid of them. I don't normally dress up, but you see arrows bring up a thing, yeah? Yo, let me get on to brass tacks. This is real. Real. I have a script here, you know, and I'm going to read it at some point in time. We are in Sunday Ground, Road North, District 5. Yo, let me make you all understand one thing. This is more than a container port. So stop disrespecting it. It ain't the thing where you drive through with your 40-foot or whatever and say, well, okay, cool. It's more than that. If we Anguillians don't understand the relevance of Sunday Ground, North Hill, and Back Street, we are missing out. I want everybody to understand that. Anyway, let me put it this way. Anguilla, now is the time to change our politics. We have a government that will be remembered for its attempts to silence people. This government will be remembered for attacking and the victimization of Anguillians who dared to speak out. This government will be disrespected, because really and truly, what they have done to us as a people, we shall not forget. They shall be remembered for draining the pockets of the people, leaving us with nothing but lint. This government shall be remembered for its refusal to care. Remember cakes? I've never seen anything like that. An Anguillan in desperate need of help. The APM government, Premier Webster, we can't help you. You have to sell your land. We don't live like that. This government will be remembered for Lansom Bowl and its lack of transparency, Carnival and its lack of transparency, the airport and the invisible contract, using the people's money and no report back. We don't understand what is happening. It's the first time in the history of Anguilla that we are at this juncture. This government will be remembered for no representation. The Anguillan hospitality worker has no representation. The Anguillan hospitality worker with the insipid contracts, with the low hours, with the minimum pay. These are our people. And the Anguillan government does not step forward. They are not looking out for our people. This government will be recognized for their lack of representation and the escalating thing on this island like we've never seen before. This government will be remembered for its lack of interest in the social well-being of the people of this nation. This government, the APM administration, they will never be forgotten for trying to divide Anguillians, for trying to take away the ability of Anguillan overseas votes. These people are our people. These people are the people that we turn to first and foremost in times of desperation. Hurricane Irma, who looked out for us? Our people overseas. But no, this administration, in a desperate hunt for votes, decided it was best to cut off our own brothers and sisters overseas. That is unforgivable. And most amazing, the leader of this government is an Anguillan who did what? Lived overseas. But he saw it fit to cut off other Anguillians living overseas when the AUF made it possible for him to come home to Anguilla and represent our people as a premier. How do you dare say to other Anguillians living overseas that you are not worthy, you are not one of us, you are not capable, you have nothing to offer, and you cannot vote? When did this happen? I'll tell you when it happened. It happened under this administration. This government forgot about its promise not to implement the infamous GST tax. They got into power, and without a doubt, not only did they implement it badly without conscience. And here's another one. Where is the transparency that they promised? Because that is what they promised to the Anguillan people. They promised that they would be transparent. Have they been transparent? No. We do not understand, the Anguillan people do not understand the budget for the Lansom Bowl Cultural Center. The people of Anguilla do not understand the contract for .ai. The people of Anguilla do not understand how this government is spending their GST money. Do they deserve more? Yes, especially after you've promised transparency. District 5, the people of North Hill, Sanderground, and Backstreet, South Hill. Good night. I know that I've been painted by the APM as some sort of criminal character, but the truth is my hands are clean, very clean. I have never stole, I have never misled, and I have never lied, unlike some other persons in government. The truth is that I have never been less than anything but good to my people. I have always prioritized my people. I got this from my mother. She was always the last to eat. I got this from my father. He ensured that his people came first. When he was at Mariners, his staff was 99% Anguillians, and Anguillians can attest to that. And every single manager was Anguillian. Putting people first, putting Anguillians first, putting my people first, putting us first is nothing new to me. It is something that I was raised up with. This is the Anguillian way. It is nothing new, but it seems like as if it is something that we are forgetting. We have to get back to recognizing the value of our own. Now let's deal with vision. Imagine a man who said he has no vision, had the vision to put people first. So if I have no vision, those that are copying us must be blind. Those that are copying us is gone one more because they have no imagination and should never be allowed close to the reins of power in this island nation of Anguilla ever again. No vision backed by greed and selfishness is a bad combination. Putting people first is the call of the AUF candidates. And the party, it has become the cry of every single candidate in this upcoming elections. I hope that all of these suddenly caring candidates recognize that the actual act of prioritizing people, the actual act of putting people first is not glamorous. It is in fact the opposite. It is invisible work. It is tedious. It is not fashionable. It is slow and it is thankless. Much sacrifice must be made. Example 1. Jesus Christ putting people first. His crucifixion says everything. And as they say, no good deed goes unpunished. It is not sexy. It is not easy. It takes grit. It takes intellect. It takes generosity. It takes care. It takes consideration. It takes sympathy. It takes empathy. And it is not the road to enriching one's self. Putting people first is not about buildings and roads and money thrown at capital infrastructure. It is about, more importantly, about health and education. It is about the youth and the elderly. It is about crime and resolving crime. It is about management and the conditions that create crime. It is about having an eye on the future. All is well with understanding one's path. And for those who choose to walk this path, I can attest that my biggest detractors are those who I have helped the most. You will hear them shout loudly. You will hear them talk about the animosities that they have towards me. Whereas previously, their gratitude was only whispered. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. And all of us go through life. And all of us experience this in life. But I remain fearless and full of courage because I am driven by what is good. They shall go into the shadows and speak, but I shall stand here and I will speak my truth. After my father's passing, I was going through his photograph album and I found something that he had written on the back of a photograph that has become most important to me. And as Anguillians, I want all of us to adopt this. These words were written by Mother Teresa, and I want to take the time and read them because they matter to me, and I want them to matter to you. She said, "People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway." She said, "People are often unreasonable. Forgive them anyway." She said, "If you're kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway." She said, "If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway." She said, "If you're honest and frank, people may cheat you, but be honest and frank anyway." She said, "What you spend years to build, someone could destroy overnight, but build anyway." She said, "If you find sincerity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway." She said, "Give the best to the world, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway." She said, "You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway." And these words keep me composed, because my truths are prettier than the ugly falsehoods that anyone would try to spread on me. And here's another, as I've always said, those who have bad things to say about me, worse things have been said about them. The devil can't come here and tell you about me, especially when you recognize him as the devil. We know better. We are smarter. We are Anguillians. We have taken blood out of this stone. I'll say this. We have a government that has zero interest in District 5. We have a government that has zero interest in Road North. We have a missing representative who himself has admitted that under his watch, the district has been totally ignored, treated like a liability when it is really an asset. My people, bear with me, because I have a lot to say. This is an important time in our lives. This is where we get to correct the mistakes that we have made by voting in the APM into power. This is where we get to listen, we've got to correct this. We have to correct the mistake that we made by voting the APM into power. On the 25th and the 26th, we get the opportunity to do that. Sandy Ground, North Hill, Backstreet, I'm going to tell you this. You are an asset. You are not a liability like this government has been treating you. You are more than a container port. I would submit that you are the most important district in Anguilla. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to express to you some ideas. Everybody laughs. I say, have no vision. Because most people, especially the APM, they don't even understand what vision is. They think it is what you see. It is not. Because everybody sees. Vision is what you imagine and what it is you can bring to fruition. That is what vision is. And in these political games, everybody has a vision. But who can bring it to fruition? Very few people. That is not vision, that is seeing. And all they have done is to see what has been done. Because everything that they have done, the AUF and the ANA has already seen. I just want to make that clear. We have roads, we have an airport, we have a port. All the things that they claim to do that's new and fresh, we've done it already. But I am in sandy ground. Sandy ground is special. There isn't a more important district than sandy ground. Here's an idea. I want to see proper moorings in the bay of sandy ground. Organized moorings, bow and stern moorings. When they are implemented, we can market sandy ground as a destination. We can invite voters and boaters. We can invite yachters. I can see put out to tender fuel services in the community of sandy ground. I can see laundry. I can see septic services. I can see sanitation services. And when government does that, I can see the rise of businesses for the residents of sandy ground. I can see boutiques. I can see souvenir shops. I can see fuel services. I can see water services. And Kyle is with me 100% on that. Because for many years, and I want you to listen to me carefully, for many years, all that we have done has been about the tourist trade. It has been about what other people need. It's about time that you elect a representative and a government that looks at what the people of sandy ground, the people of Backstreet, and the people of North Hill, and the people of Anguilla as a whole, what do we need? It's about time that a government asks that question. What do the people of Anguilla need? It's about time that we start to invest in us, in our people, because we are the ones who are suffering right now as we speak. I envision a road north where the real estate values of the most magnificent views of any district in Anguilla are recognized, and the people of Anguilla can use those values to their benefit and the benefit of our people and the benefit of the visitors of this country. It's about time we start to look at ourselves. And that is not being selfish. That is being realistic. I have seen our people get to the point where they can no longer afford to educate their children. If we as a nation can't afford to educate our children, where is our future? If we as a nation can't afford to take care of our sick and elderly, where is our future? It's about time that we as Anguillians, we have to stop. We have done incredible things, but we need to stop and take note and understand where we are and what it is we need to do to keep moving forward. I want the people of Road North to understand that I am committed to them as much as I am committed to the young people in British dependency who I have successfully taken across the globe. Hey, I ain't your regular person. My wife would tell you that. I do things that most people will not dare to do because I am not selfish. I am always looking out for the well-being of my people. That is the way that my father raised me, and that is the way that my mother raised me, and that is the way that my sons and my daughter is raised. I stand here fearlessly in front of you because I have nothing to hide. Absolutely nothing. And I'm very, very proud to stand here and represent my people. And in closing, I will say this. Myself, along with my AUF co-candidates, are on a singular mission to give the residents of Road North and the people of Anguilla the respect and representation that they deserve. The type of respect and representation that has been sadly not only lacking, but totally missing from this APM administration from day one. We have been lied to, we have been misled. They promised to be transparent. That has not happened. The AUF party, the party for the people, you must ensure that we form the next government. This government will be about the people of this island nation. We will be about putting people first. We experimented with a deflated dinghy posing as the warspite. You drift. A boat of characters with no character. A dinghy of misleading maligners. We have to vote them out. That is not a boat. It's a deflated dinghy. They have to go. They have to go. We have to send them home. Vote AUF. Vote AUF. Thank you. Vote AUF. All the way. AUF. Thank you, my people. Love and respect. Courage and bravery. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to wrap up this session, I'm so proud to be a member of this young, dynamic, well-prepared team. And I would just add a little more to what Davon mentioned. No minister in an Anguilla United Front administration isn't going to take the love, the opportunity that you would have given them, and then threaten to kill you, matter of fact, and bury you in the same day. No one is going to do that. And when you talk about respect, no one is going to promise you, after getting your vote and support, to kill you as a matter of fact and bury you in the same day. My fellow Anguillians, my AUF people, the Anguilla United Front, we are a team of putting the people of Anguilla first. Please don't take that lightly. And when you go to the polls on election day, we are saying you have the opportunity to vote for 5 individuals. One is the district candidate and 4 at-large candidates. We have to do this together. No mixing and matching, no splitting, and so on. And before I close, let me make a point. I spoke about mixing and matching in 2020 election. And listen to me. Hear this. It is simple. If we have 12 Anguilla United Front supporters, it means that the 5 at-large candidates is supposed to get 12 votes. If you have 10 APM candidates, it means that the APM candidates at-large should get 10 votes. Let's play with the numbers and see what happened the last election. Of our 12 votes, they were all split up. I said early on, folks in my constituency at the time said they had to give Kyle one because he's a stone wrong man. Okay? Therefore, they gave him one. You don't have to split it this time. Kyle is with us. So they gave Kyle one from 12 will leave 11. They gave Annika another one. So of the 12, you had 10 left. Some of our supporters gave the Lion one. So you had 9 left. Some of our supporters gave Brent Davis one. So you had 8 left. When the APM 10 voters went straight down the line and vote for them. We cannot allow that to happen this time. No addition by subtraction. None whatsoever. And you'll hear more about this reality from these political rostrums as we move on. I want to tell you, we're going to bring it down tonight, but we'll see you Thursday, the 6th of February in Ray Hill. A pleasant good night to all, and hope to see you in Ray Hill and continue to do the hard work that is necessary so that we can bring all our supporters to the polls on election day. Elections are not won by the hype. Elections are won on election day when you, the voters, come out and don't split up your votes and vote AUF all the way. Good night, Anguillians.
Being Anguillian doesn't guarantee you the right to vote.
I'll ask them.
They will tax your utility.
Wait, you go,
Will increase the cost
and you
of
go.
by 20%.
You gotta go.
Restaurant tab, meals,
Maybe
tourism stays,
another college, you know.
and transportation services
And I tell
will
you,
be taxed.
you better vote there.
No, you will
You better watch where you vote.
that you might as well close your business.
Same way, like similar to Anguilla, where you will not entrust one of your national assets to people who are not best positioned to manage it.
My focus is to ensure that the board
Hello.
ting! Ring ting 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 ting!